Look at the front where it says Ames real big. Alright, so I'm out here in Monaca today. We were taking a nice little ride, doing rail fanning videos over in Rochester across the river, and then up in New Galilee. And we're up by the Beaver Valley Mall. There's Boscov's. Love that store. But we're here at this Steak and Shake that closed a few years ago. The ridiculous thing about it is Kayla and I ate a meal in this one, and then like a month later it closed and went out of business. And I don't really know why. I mean, I know why, but this one was popular. When we came here, it was busy. It was always busy, but this one closed up and we lost them all in the Pittsburgh area. There was one open in the waterfront down in the Homestead area. It was open briefly, and then they closed again because they just couldn't get the staff to work there. I don't know if they're going to reopen or not now, but anyway, let's go check this one out. We're losing daylight, so let's make it quick. Yeah, Steak and Shake. I like their burgers. Their food is pretty good. They have some blinds up, so we'll be able to see in there pretty well. And with the lights on, it'll make it even easier for us. They haven't updated this one, like a few of them that are open, where they now have kiosks where you place your own order instead of going up to a waiter or waitress. You do it yourself, you pay, it's self-pay, and then instead of having wait service come out and take care of you, they just bring your food out. Like those tables that are straight ahead back there going towards the kitchen, they were taken out at a couple other locations. They put a soda fountain there, and they bring your food out to there, and you pick it up yourself and help yourself at the table. So that's how they really changed it, because they wanted to get rid of wait staff anyway, so that's how they did it. But this was a popular location. It was always busy. We have decided to close a Steak and Shake. Being designated for a franchise partner. Oh, yeah, because that's why it's for lease now. I mean, the place is hurting now. The awnings are ripping. They're coming apart. Nope. Always got to check. It's fun to check. Even though I know most likely they'll never open. But you never know. It happened at McDonald's. There's another look into the dining room. They have just a few security lights on in there. Real bummer, man. I do like their food. If you want something cheap and tasty, this is where you would go. But there's a reason why they were closing. For some reason, the Pittsburgh area lost a bunch, and so did the St. Louis, Missouri area. But this was a good restaurant. It was always busy here. Let's look through this window. I never had a problem with their food. I always thought it was pretty good. Wow, that got dark real fast. It looks, I mean, honestly, just from looking inside here, it looks like it just closed up for the night. They mopped the floors, put the chairs up, and called it a night. Even though they put all those tables together in that corner. Looks like they could just reopen it. And I mean, obviously, this closed before the virus hit. This closed before COVID. That's weird. Going through the old drive-through now. I mean, you see how it's been years. Look at all the weeds growing up out of the pavement and everywhere. There's a tire there now, too. Zoom in a little bit. It's just a shame. I do like their food. And, you know, we've been in a couple of them now since they've reopened after the virus and whatnot. We stopped at one in Ashtabula, Ohio. And I forget, the other one I think we stopped at was in the St. Clairsville area, and they're cool and all, but they're not the same. I like them set up like this now, where you gotta, the way I was describing it when we were looking through the front door, it's different. The food's good, definitely got smaller, prices definitely went up. The $4 meals, you used to get a drink, now you don't. Now you have to buy your drink separately. I mean, unless you want a water, then it won't cost you anything. It shouldn't. Not for water. Let's see what's good in the garbage pit. I get a pretty good view up here too, of like the surrounding areas, the other shopping centers. You got the trees blocking them. Yeah, I know that, but it goes down into that ravine there. I can't see what's down there. Then down that way down there by that hillside is the Ohio River, the train tracks, Conway, Rochester, where we did some rail fanning earlier today. Let's see what's good in here. Anything? Oh, I hear an alarm going off. Oh, not anymore. Nothing. Whipped cream. Cool. All right, we did that. Nothing. Okay, we did that too. But Steak and Shake. Good old family restaurant. Good cheap food. No more here in Western PA. Believe me, I wanted to try that one out in Homestead. I really, really did, but they were only open for 2 weeks and then closed right away because of the lack of staff. Let's take a look through that drive-through window. So I mean, it looks like they could just open up for business. They still got the registers in there. Just open up. That screen is still on up there. It just says connecting. It's as if they shut down for the day and they just never came back. That's just a shame. Take one more look through this window up here too, where they have the booster seats. Take a look behind the counter here. Bummer, man. And nothing's moved into this, and it's been like this for years. And yeah, they closed it to try and franchise it, but now they have a sign out front for lease by another individual. So with that said, now they're no longer interested in franchising this out. They just want to get rid of it. It's as if Steak and Shake already sold it and that real estate agent picked it up and they'll lease it out now because the franchise banners are gone too. Oh well. Yeah, it's a shame. Yeah, it just says it's available. Needs some TLC on those awnings, but that's a shame. And you know, I mean, this was a busier location, even though it's in a poor location here. Yeah, you have the mall. Sorry to spin you around. You have the mall over there, and you have this old Best Buy, which became Harbor Freight. And you may remember one of my first videos on the channel was of that Best Buy, like the first year we were doing videos. And yeah, it's just kind of hidden here behind the bank. It's hard to see. I mean, you see the sign from the highway. That sign right there, you see it from the highway. And it grabs your attention. The sign on the building would too. Like when you're coming up that hill down there where that Target sign is, when you're coming up there, you see it. You can't miss it. But I don't know. This was the last one that I remembered that closed. Like when all the other ones did in the Pittsburgh area, this was the last one that hung on, but then they went and that was it for them. So that sucks. No steak burgers, nothing. Anyway, oh, she's on the phone, sorry. She's on the phone with her brother. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, obviously give the video a like. If you're not a subscriber, you know what to do. And with that said, I'm taking off. Kayla's on the phone with her brother. I thought she'd be off the phone by now, but that's okay. Thanks for watching, everybody. Take care, stay awesome, and have a steak and shake-licious day on her behalf. We'll talk to you later. Bye, everyone.